for eating at new COVID restrictions.
Yeah, so let's take a look at those right now. We're going to spell them out for you. The mayor announced proof of vaccination or a recent negative COVID test will be required for eating at restaurants, drinking at bars, or even working out at gyms and attending events at stadiums, including the Superdome. That requirement is going to go into effect next Monday. It's all part of the effort to slow the spread of the Delta variant of COVID, and the mayor listed all of the venues involved, and there are a lot of them.
Bars, restaurants, breweries throughout our parish, gyms, fitness centers throughout our parish, sports complexes and stadiums. This includes the Superdome, concerts, centers, music halls, event spaces, and adult performing or performance venues, casinos and racetracks also included in this. We are not changing capacity.
But obviously, many businesses will be impacted by this new vaccine requirement policy.
Yeah, and while it is a burden for businesses, I would think that it is good at least that they don't have new capacity restrictions or a shutdown. And Devin Bartolotta is joining us live now with more reaction from the business community to all of that. Devin?
Well, Karen and Katie, some business owners tell me they were already thinking of ways that they could implement a vaccination rule, but now they do have the backing of the city. It will mean figuring out some logistical issues for establishments here in New Orleans. Some of them will have to add staff at the door to check vaccine cards. Hospitality workers, though, tell us this makes them feel as though the city has their health in mind. We talked with Scott Craig, who owns Katie's Mid-City and Francesca in Lakeview. He says he is in support of this rule, but is frustrated it even has to happen.
At this point, I find it kind of selfish not to be vaccinated. I'm a little irritated about the whole thing. Now we've lost Jazz Fest, we've lost French Quarter Fest, we've lost, Voodoo Fest. We're losing a lot of money that was coming into the city that affects restaurants and bars. It affects mine.
Now remember, French Quarter Fest is still on for this year at this time. This rule, as you mentioned, will still impact the Superdome. We reached out to ASM Global for comment. We will be following this story throughout the afternoon, and we will have more coming up. For now, reporting live in New Orleans, Devin Bartolotta, Eyewitness News.